I'm going to be talking to you today about my encounter with a 500-pound black bear. First off, I just want to explain, I don't understand people's fascination with having to get a picture or video of black bears. Every time me and my family go down to Gatlinburg, we always see people pulled over on the side of the road, running up the hill, chasing these black bears. I soon found out that I was close enough to a black bear that I didn't want to be closer anymore. My family, there's about 27 people of us, and we all went down to Gatlinburg around November time frame. So it was a cold winter November night, and we had just gotten to Gatlinburg earlier that day. My aunts and uncles went out and got pizza in the minivans and brought it back for us to have for dinner. Since we're such a huge family, we needed to get 2 chalets, and chalets are houses in the mountains. So we were in 2 chalets, and in between the 2 chalets was a gravel pathway. They were not too far apart. You could see them in walking distance. It was really pretty close. Anyways, we were down at the one chalet eating food and having a pizza, and I decided, well, I had been, up early for school, and we had driven there that night. I wanted to get some sleep, and I was sleeping over in the other chalet, so I decided to leave. As I was walking on this gravel path, leaves are on the ground since this was November, I heard rustling of the leaves. Didn't even think about it, just kept walking. All of a sudden, I see a baby black bear in the tree. And, this all happened in a matter of seconds. I look and I see this giant black blob charging at me. And, this happened so fast I didn't even know how to react. My whole body froze, my brain froze, I wasn't even thinking, I wanted to move, but I couldn't. So standing there, and as this black blob is charging at me, it was, I was looking down at this bear, and all of a sudden I just got the will to scream as loud as I could. And all that I really remember is the black bear just backing up, and I sprinted back to the chalet where everybody was. I didn't even look back. I don't know if it was chasing me or what. But apparently it didn't like that I got next to her cub. So I was sprinting, running back as fast as I could to get back to the chalet, pounding on the door, because of course they locked it. Pounding on the door, let me in. My aunt comes down, and she's like, what's wrong? I was shaking, I could barely move, I could barely breathe, and I was like, bear. So I go upstairs, and I'm telling everybody what happened, I'm telling everybody my story. Nobody would believe me, of course. They're like, oh, you're exaggerating, you're lying, that didn't really happen. And I'm still, shaking, didn't really know what was going on. I said, go outside and look, Of course, they go up on the deck, and my dad grabs the video camera, and sure enough, he's recording the 500-pound mother black bear and her baby circling around the vans. They must have smelled the pizza aroma, which brought them in from the woods. So after we recorded that and they went away, we needed to go back to the other chalet. So my aunts and uncles turn on the car alarms for the vans. We're banging pots and pans to make sure there was nothing else out there. So we get over to the chalet and we go to sleep. And the next day we find a park ranger and we tell him about my story. And, he's telling us, that there has been a lot of bear encounters because people are feeding them and ridiculous things like that. And he also told us that people were actually putting their kids, their small children, and in Gatlinburg they have crates for the garbage cans to keep the wild animals out. And they're putting their children in these garbage can crates and having food and having a video camera and trying to lure these bears in for a close shot. So once again, I just don't understand people's fascination with these bears that are potentially harmful to people. And he told me that I did the right thing, that with a black bear, you need to, act big, scream, but with a grizzly, you need to play dead. Well, I had my fair share, and I was close enough, so I didn't need any more. And like I said, I don't understand people's fascination with these black bears. That's my story.